Joining us right now, Ann Coulter, because it's 4 o'clock, it's Friday, it's Ann Coulter time, AnnCoulter.com. Ann, have you adopted your own favored way of greeting people now that we can't handshake or you don't seem like the fist bumping type?
I'm a long time fist bumper. I've always been against handshaking. I'm so happy that this may finally end that disgusting practice.
What if we start bowing, though? I don't want to bow.
Well, right now, I mean, people are like waving from 6 feet away. But yeah, I think we should move to a fist bump. I mean, it is. I don't think it's just an American custom. There is a sense of wanting some sort of contact or acknowledgement when you see someone. I think it would be very hard to move into bowing, though I suppose we should not be surprised that it comes from the Orient, where some of them eat bats. Now I'm down with the whole program.
Maybe if you have a bunch of wet markets, maybe it makes sense that you bow. Now it's all sort of fitting together.
It's all coming together now. But I have read since this panic started in the New York Times that you transfer only 10% as many germs fist bumping, and I don't know how they calculate that. I suspect it's even less than that, because what's disgusting about handshaking is it's that part of your hand that touches everything all day. Armrests, toilet flushers, doorknobs, everything, other people's handrails. It's not like the back of your hand is touching any of that stuff. So I don't know what the matter with the fist bump is.
Yeah, I hear you. It's sad, I have a 15-year-old son, and usually when your son becomes a teenager, it's like a rite of passage. I remember my dad teaching me how to this is how a man shakes hands,
Yeah.
It's like so I just did that about like a year ago with my son, and now it's going to be irrelevant. He'll never use it.
Well, he can use it with you when saying good night.
I suppose that's true. All right, thank you. See, this is why we love you, Ann. You always find a bright, sunny side of every topic. Wait a minute, that's not your brand at all. What am I saying?
Yeah, that's totally off-brand, Larry. Well, the other bright, sunny side, there are a couple bright, sunny sides I have for you. One is, although you have to actually look at the numbers to see this, New York went from, this is only 48-hour snapshot, went from an additional 4,000 cases Wednesday to Thursday, but only 3,000 Thursday to Friday.
Yeah.
Let's see what tomorrow is, but that is a decline. It's kind of crazy for people to be saying, it's funny that you hear it within the same 60-second loop on CNN or whatever, that New York City has the most coronavirus cases in the country. New York City is doing the most testing in the country.
Right.
Yeah, you test, you're going to have more. Cases we're not interested in. Hospitalizations we're interested in. ICU we're interested in. Deaths we're interested in.
Right. And by the way, we're interested on a per capita basis. Don't tell me, we have the most in the world right now. We have, 6 times more people in this country than in Italy. So yeah, we're going to exceed them at some point.
Right. Same thing with the States. And it is, who knows, but I wish the media and the medical community would be more honest with us about who's getting it. I think you probably saw, I was tweeting about this early this morning, the Louisiana case that was billboarded all over yesterday. 17-year-old boy dies of coronavirus. And now his own father comes out and says, no, he had cardiac problems. They may have tested him, but that's not, and he may have tested positive. He didn't die of coronavirus. And Italy, we have also found out recently, Italy, as well as Louisiana, and I'm suspecting all of these states, count any death in a hospital or any death where there was a test. You die, you're positive for coronavirus, that goes down as a coronavirus death. And it doesn't matter if you were, stage 4 cancer in the ICU unit before it even arrived.
Right, they'll say complications.
Sorry, that's just not honest.
Yeah, exactly. No, I know, and it does make you wonder when you see these numbers, especially I love the fact that, the media is screaming that Trump needs to listen to the scientists, just do what the scientists say, and now Dr. Birx yesterday at the briefing is like, we're not seeing the facts on the ground that match a lot of these models, and they're saying, stop listening to her, she's just drunk the Kool-Aid.
Yes, they're very particular about which quotes scientists they want to listen to. One scientist. I have a lot of friends who are doctors, including several practicing in New York right now, so I'm getting updates from a lot of them. And so much of my information comes directly from them. They are the least hysterical of any of my friends.
Right.
Point one. The rest
doctors are pretty sober about this.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, most of them are saying, "Ann, this is just a bad seasonal flu. Where every hospital should be prepared for something like this." Of course, there can be mass shootings. There can be a terrorist attack. You can't have all hospitals operating at what would it look like if we needed double capacity every day? Otherwise, hospitals would be 99% empty. 364 days of the average year. But the other thing that is kind of ticking them off, this is New York City, is, this hysteria over ventilators. Oh, we aren't going to have enough ventilators. I mean, it's all predictive for one thing. So far, no one has actually run out of ventilators. But they say, can we ask how many ventilators are being used on illegal aliens and not citizens? Because it's against the law for an emergency room to prefer a citizen over an illegal alien. How about including that in the stimulus bill?
Yeah.
That isn't to say don't treat
the answer to your question is no. You're
sake.
not allowed to know that. We're literally not allowed to know that. And in our just got a minute left, but you love New York. I really do love New York, despite its flaws. Is there any chance there was a point where New Yorkers actually were fed up and they brought in Rudy Giuliani, who was the greatest mayor New York has ever had? Is it possible that this kind of thing could actually even wake New Yorkers up now and say, "Hey, maybe De Blasio, maybe that's not the right path for us to go on. We need a grown-up to run this place again"?
I think it's possible. I don't think we're quite at the Giuliani stage. We have to get to the death wish stage before going back to the Giuliani stage. But yeah, maybe not putting, a moron in the mayoralty would help.
Yeah, we'll leave it there. Mayoralty. See, that wasn't on my Ann Coulter bingo card today, but Illegal Alien was, so I do get to take a shot when the show is over. Ann, enjoy your quarantine. By the way, are you binging anything? Is there anything new that you've watched that you weren't going to watch, but you're forced to because there's not a lot else we can do?
We keep planning on doing it, and then we run out of time at the end of the day.
All right.
But I think I'm going with TV shows instead of movies.
Oh, good for you. All right. Well, next week we'll find out what TV show you discovered. In the meantime, hunker down and stay healthy.
Good to talk to you, Larry. Bye-bye.
Same here, as always. It's